What is going on, guys? Welcome to week number 14 of our Big 12 Team Builder Dynasty. Midland State taking on Amarillo. We haven't seen a whole lot of Amarillo lately. It's good to see them
they
back.
were back on the channel last week, but we are going to be here for Thanksgiving. Here is what we have on tap. Denver Texan first, Nebraska State lurking, but Midland State with a win can stay alive on this Thanksgiving night here against Amarillo. It's going to be a kind of a chilly night in Texas as we get this matchup underway.
D.D. Dukes says he runs out onto the field. This is senior day for the Amarillo Armadillos, and he is not going to be around next season. So he's going to take it all in against this Midland State team, another Texas team that he wants to prove himself in front of the Texas fan base here. So not a good start for Amarillo's offense. They're going to give the ball back to Midland State. Dexter Whiteside 0 of 2 right now with 4:55 left to go in the first, and this is a pretty solid throw just to get it off, but Demario Chavis with the deflection gonna shut Midland down on the first drive.
Defense is showing up good at the beginning. 3rd and 11 though, and Dukes is gonna chuck it, and it's gonna get picked off, and he's got some room on this return. So the Mustangs get the early turnover. Tremaine Spurlock with the INT. So Whiteside back to work here. Finds Swift underneath. He's going to pick up about 20 yards, 19 on the total. So he might start to get in a rhythm here.
It looks that way. He's starting to fire on all cylinders. You got Jared Hyper getting there for 9. They're already up past the 20-yard line here on a speed option. And look at Whiteside power through. He's going to get 10. He's going to get that first down. They're now set up on 1st and goal, and here is
Jesse Tyson.
Look at that.
And he didn't even lay much of a hand on him.
No, stiff arm was good. And number 40, the big man, is in.
It's in. 7-0 lead, so Midland State, pretty solid favorite in this game, already off to a pretty good start. D.D. Dukes gets a hit right there, but he's going to complete this pass in a nifty throw, and Seinstricker is going to over-pursue Josh Sutton, and he's going to get about 55.
This is a nifty little route, nifty little throw too. I mean, just check this out right here. Just runs right past the defender and right there.
I'm trying to figure out how Seinstricker over-pursued there. That's kind of a odd little play. And then Keon Sykes is going to push his way into the end zone, so Amarillo ties it.
Traitor.
Yeah, he's an Ardmore transfer, so we do not like him at Ardmore.
We needed him this season.
But Midland will respond, and Jared Harper is loose, and he's going to score, and that's just bad coverage by Amarillo. Just where were people? Not good.
No, I mean, we already talked about it in the Wednesday preview video. I mean, they've got problems here defensively, and that play showed that. 2nd and 9 here. D.D. Duke's going to get sacked for 8 yards. It's going to be 3rd and 17 now in a 5-man formation there. We do get a pass complete, but Quan has to go down.
Yeah, he's well short. We got 3rd and 10, so defenses might be starting to pick it up here. Going a deep shot. McAllen Sangster. He gets the deflection. So Amarillo hanging around here as we enter the second quarter, kind of midway through. D.D. Dukes using the legs.
Ooh.
Getting about 14 yards.
I don't like seeing my quarterbacks taking those big hits, man.
No.
Go down. Just slide. You get the first down. It's fine. Slide.
Keon Sykes up the middle for 10. So Amarillo starting to get the ground game moving here as D.D. Dukes, as soon as I say that, of course, always happens.
Just got absolutely schooled, man.
Jake Brock, who is that? Never heard of him.
No blocking here on the left side, but hey, there's a good throw. It's a good throw, but it's going to be short. Quan, he seems to be only going to Quan when they are basically out of first down possibilities.
Now, Amarillo's kicker will make that. It's kind of an inside joke. He likes to remain anonymous. So,
if you can say it.
Yeah.
2nd and 10 here, and Dexter Whiteside feeling a little bit of pressure. He's going to get the throw off. Going to pick up the first down.
All right, Midland is charging here. They're going to find up the middle. That is going to be Jesse Tyson again. So the number 3 running back with Claudio Keller out is picking up a lot of work here.
Seems to be a lot of coverage on the sidelines, but they're leaving everything up the middle open. A lot of passes are getting completed up the middle. It's tough. It's tough to cover all of these wideouts, but Amarillo, you got to step up a little bit. 3rd and goal, and they do just that. They do step up. So they're going to have to settle for a field goal. It's going to be 17-10. And Duke's throwing to the left. He likes those swing passes right there. You get a reception looking there for Keon Sykes. 2nd and 3 and a pass complete. Ooh, that's a great throw. He had linebackers coming in.
And we got about 30 seconds left. And they're running the ball. Interesting call right now. And can he get in? That's Sykes, just short. Gonna be 2nd in inches. So the clock is running. They have one timeout at their disposal. So they're not borrowing the Seahawks strategy right here.
That's all right. I would agree with this call. I mean, they're throwing. They're electing to throw, and I mean, that stops the clock. But you got to catch it.
There's your touchdown. But Keon Sykes will take this one in for a 2-yard score. So Amarillo, can you guys believe it? We were leaving him for dead. Left for dead.
I can't believe it. I mean, the fans are giving him crap, but he says, thanks.
The Midland State fans are cheering the Armadillos.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe it was a sarcastic thing, like, you know,
yeah.
And they were just playing along and they're all cool with it.
Hey, man, you guys are awesome.
I don't know.
Thanks. Pretty crazy, though, nonetheless. This game just keeps on giving. And so does Dexter Whiteside. He's had some trouble with this. He seems to sometimes get it into his own head that he can make all the throws, and those things tend to happen.
Yeah.
Throws to the other team.
So Amarillo still alive, but Dukes is going to get tripped up there by Ramsey, and he got 2nd and 12 now. Feeling more heat. He's going to go to the sidelines, and it's picked off
Dukes
by last week's hero, Les Witherspoon.
I'm going to start calling him Hazard. DD Hazard. Dukes of Hazzard. Get it? Okay.
Yeah.
17-17 here, and Midland State's already near the 25-yard line after this reception by Dallas Wynn. Up near the 20 now, and here's Gerard Harper. That could have been a face mask, but no call. 1st and goal now. Whiteside, and I mean, that's an easy throw to Vargas right there.
Down at the 2-yard line. 2nd and goal here. They're going to run with Tyson. There he is again, so no Demetric Pence. I wonder if Jesse Tyson might be the future of the Midland State rushing attack.
So the interception from Whiteside turns into an interception from Dukes, which leads Midland State to a 7-point lead.
Yeah, how about that? And then going to set up 3rd and 20.
Oh
and
my
it's
God.
picked off. It's going the other way.
Dukes!
Going the other way. And he's got a lane, but he's going to get hauled down there.
Again.
Yeah. 3rd turnover of the game. Trayvon Blunt.
Why? What is he doing? Joe Barry's looking at him like,
you're costing me my job right now.
I'm gonna lose my freaking job, my pension, my salary. Oh, that's bad. That's bad. He was double covered right there, guys.
Yeah.
I don't know what he's looking at, but look at, Chavis almost gets in on an interception for his own stats.
But Midland converts it for 3 into a field goal. He got some running room there for Keon Sykes, so pretty good decision to transition from Duckett to Sykes. I mean, Duckett wasn't going to do that much for you.
No,
he's about as good as Sykes, but Sykes is a sophomore.
He's more of a power type of back. Yeah. And then we see a fumble. Oh, this just keeps getting worse. Gamble with the fumble off the screen pass. And now Midland State still up 10 here. They're threatening.
Yeah, this game is getting ready to get out of hand here if Midland can score a touchdown. They got a 2nd and 10, a floater.
Is it picked off?
Oh yeah, he picked it off.
What is happening?
Wow.
And this is a Thanksgiving Day game, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, now I know.
Yeah. So what are they thankful for? All these interceptions.
Yeah, everybody, they're giving themselves the gift of pigskins.
Yeah.
My goodness. And Marty Wietenheimer makes this, I guess it was a deflection. I don't know where that throw was going.
It was a drop.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so not a very good
game.
This is not a clean game for Amarillo, and it's probably going to cost him as Marlon Swift beats the 1-yard line monster and falls forward into the end zone. It's now 34-17. Last gas for Amarillo, 3rd and 10 as the 4th quarter begins. Dukes is chucking it and should have been intercepted by Trayvon Blunt.
It had that little pause there. I thought that it was actually going to get picked.
Yeah. Here's Jesse Tyson down at the 1-yard line. Midland did score. I ended up skipping that in the highlight reel because they're going to score again, and they're just laying the hurt on Amarillo.
Taking them behind the woodshed.
Yeah, that was your ball game right there.
All right. Well, are the Midland State fans clapping with Amarillo players after they're leaving now?
I don't know. But, yeah, that was bad.
It was bad.
That was bad.
Joe Barry might be looking for new work.
Here we have Shreveport going at McAllen to the Bull Ring. How about this look for the Matadors?
I like the red and green.
Never before seen in this dynasty.
I kind of like it.
It's an interesting look. Let us know what you think. So McAllen 0-0 early, and Blair is having a tough time finding any room. That's Bradica with the deflection. Shreveport with the ball. Seidel Riggins taking it. You know, Shreveport loves to run the football, pound the rock. It'll be interesting to see if that strategy holds up in this type of game.
Yeah, they don't match up well. They don't match up too well against this high-profile offense. But the only saving grace for them would be for runs like that and to grind the clock out, because you don't want this former Heisman caliber quarterback, this Blair, to beat you. But, you know, Canatella throws like that, not going to work.
3-0 Shreveport. We got a 3rd and 3 here. Let's see if the Skeeter defense can come up with another stop. And Blair is going to throw it away. All right, so
33%.
Get the ball back. Canatella looking to do some damage there. Going to find Demetrius Marks for 17.
I like those short little intermediate throws, like this one right here. Perfect play calling right now for Shreveport.
All right, 3rd and 5 situation. Let's see if he can convert this time. And Cole Fleet dives for the ball and gets annihilated for it.
Was that an unnecessary dive?
Yeah, it might have been.
Seidel Riggins with the 1-yard touchdown. And Shreveport is going to go up 10 to Zippo on McAllen. So I was just talking about how they don't match up too well, but we're already in the second quarter, and McAllen is held scoreless.
Yeah, they're not having a lot of answers right now. Marlon Malloy gets 13. Going to be 1st and 10 right now. Let's see if they're going to pound it with Malloy. And he's going to pick up a first down with some room to spare. So he got 14-yard gain there.
Kept those legs churning.
2nd and 6. There's Gutierrez. Gets flipped up for 12. Now McAllen's starting to get in a rhythm here.
Here's a little draw play there, and Marlon Malloy. Oh, what a block out there. Almost an unnecessary block.
Look at this.
Woo! Okay. So someone just unleashed, like, Super Saiyan stuff.
And he fell flat on his derriere. But here's Marlon Malloy. So he's down on the ground. He gets up to celebrate. And how about that?
Okay.
And now he's back down on the ground again.
He hurt himself on the celebration, I guess.
I don't know what happened with that.
That has happened before. I've seen that happen way too many times.
Yeah, you're right.
All right, so we get 10-7 Shreveport here. McAllen back with the football. About 4:46 left to go. Andres Buckley making an appearance.
Custom recruit.
Yes, we always got to make sure that you guys know that.
Yes.
So, Shreveport going to get a stop on Harkless Blair, who is trying to run an option, and then a pass goes incomplete. It's going to be 3rd and 14 for Shreveport, and
10-10 ball game right now. 3 minutes left. Canatella going deep, and Palmer is going to get credited with the deflection. So McAllen with another stop. So now the Skeeters are kind of like trying to not play the way they were in the first quarter. They were looking like they might run away with this thing even.
They're starting to lose a little ground here, but look at this play, man. That was a cornerback blitz, and Ezekiel Picard going to come through and make the sack on Blair. McAllen will kick the field goal up and good. They're going to be leading by 3, and here's Canatella with a deep bomb, but
to nobody in particular. Now we got 3rd and 10. Shreveport trying to run the clock out.
No!
The ball's knocked loose, and it's Levi Jones who picks it up for the scoop and score right before halftime. So now Shreveport is kicking themselves.
Well, they're imploding. It looks like they're imploding on the road. Canatella is not the type of quarterback to make deep shots. They need to stick with the game plan a little bit. I think that they're kind of straying away from it a little bit. It takes a lot of guts to stick with a game plan, but you see here the deep throw and Palmer with the deflection, and it's not going to work out for Shreveport on that final drive to end the half.
Yeah, so 20 unanswered for McAllen. Not what the Skeeters wanted to see there before halftime. And then Andres Buckley,
my goodness,
still going.
3 busted off tackles. He just couldn't get off that last one. He will get that first down, though. And here is a run yet again up the middle for Andres Buckley. He's going to get 9. So this guy runs hard. Physical.
Yeah, it really does. And he's going to take over the backfield next year. And you think with Blair and Buckley, I mean, and losing some of those receivers, they're probably going to lean more on the running game. So as we see here, I mean, you got 2 more years of Harkless Blair. Let's see if he can score here. Kind of had a touchdown there that he passed up on.
You just got a little juke move, man. That's all you needed. You're Harkless Blair. Come on now.
And they give the ball to Bryce Maddox, the tight end, who's going to stumble and fall his way into the end zone.
So athletic. Here's a pass complete to Herschel Gates, who
They haven't seen him yet.
is in our basketball.
Yes. Now, Shreveport's only down 17, so they can come back here if they score. And that's going to be Cole Fleet down inside the 1. And we had a false start there, but it doesn't matter. Demetrius Marks will score. Look on the left side of that offensive line. I just noticed that.
The left tackle didn't even move.
Yeah, he flinched. He flinched, but they didn't call it.
2nd and 10, and Blair going to pick up the first down with 6 minutes left. You know, I love your optimism all the time. You know, Shreveport's down 17.
And, well, my optimism's gone because Barrett Love is going to score for a huge touchdown. 190 yards passing now for Blair. First touchdown through the air today. And Barrett Love is just like one of their deep threats, the guys that they really like to stretch the field with. And now the Skeeters are probably done here.
It's looking that way, being them down by double digits, 17 points now.
And with the ball going the other way.
And, yep, that's probably going to do it.
So I don't know how this game just fell apart for Shreveport.
I don't know what he's throwing. I don't know who he's throwing to.
I mean, I'm sure he was desperate, but let's see Andres Buckley again with another carry, and he's going to slip the tackle and pick up an extra 20 yards from where he was first touched, and then they're going back to Barrett Love for a score. Now it's 41-17.
Are we looking at a future Heisman candidate in Andres Buckley if they start utilizing him a little bit more?
I don't know. But, yeah, Harkless has the ball again, and he's going to score. And he's going to take his seat on the bench for the closing game of the regular season. Harkless had 3 touchdowns, and McAllen just annihilated Shreveport after that 10-0 hole. So they outscored him 48-7.
They almost didn't even need to do that.
I know.
They just needed to just cool off a little bit.
They should have put the backup in at this point.
Yep, but they didn't, because you know what? They're McAllen.
Now, here we have Kansas A&M taking on Odessa State. Camu is technically alive. We don't really know how the tiebreakers are going to play out, but they just need to win this game just to stay in the mix.
Yes, take care of what you can take care of and let the chips fall where they may. However that's going to work out, we'll just have to see. Camu actually repping their...
Yeah, they got the alternates.
Their alternates today.
The white numbers, and they got the Leaf guy on the helmet. We need a name for him.
It's
Leafy. You guys come up with a name for him in the comments.
It could be Weedy, it could be Leafy.
Yeah.
I like Leafy personally.
Leafy?
Yeah, Leafy. Jace Freeman 0 for 2 on that drive, but Cam is going to set up the field goal and convert, so it's going to be 3-0 here early.
Pat Dowdell starting for Odessa State. Danny Booker started last week, so we're going to see if he can really start to get going, because he played pretty well against Denver Tech, but that's all we've really seen out of Dowdell. He started the first couple of games this season and struggled, and nothing doing there. Jameel Carter credited with the deflection. He plays nickelback.
Yes. The one thing I noticed on Dowdell, he's got a long release.
Yeah.
That's one thing he's probably going to have to work on a little bit. A little bit raw.
Yeah, I mean, we don't really know how well of a fit he is for this offense because he was recruited as an athlete. So that's all we know. But Jace Freeman forcing the throw. And it's going to get picked off there.
What's up with all these turnovers
by Myers
lately?
Yeah, a lot of picks so far. Pat Dowdell going to get sacked by Sepulveda. And I mean, he's taking a lot of time back there.
Look at the long release, but that didn't help.
No,
drops. Yeah, 0 for 4 right now. It just doesn't seem to be working right now for Dowdell. Look at it. See that long little snap? He's got to get that more up a little bit. Kind of get that Tom Brady, Jimmy G type of release.
Yeah, but first completion goes for negative yards, and he's going to get drilled again. So the receivers and the offensive line doing Dowdell no favors here in the first half.
If you guys saw that stat line, he was 2 of 7 with nothing.
Yeah, I know.
So he doesn't even have any positive yardage with his 2 completions.
Right.
So here's Jake Fritz gonna go up to the left for 14. So yet again, he's doing what he's done all season long, powering through people. Just can't power through 4 people to get into the end zone. Come on, Jake, you loser. So here he is. Here, he's gonna make me eat my words. 4-yard score up the middle against all odds, pretty much. And he's going to get that touchdown. So it's 10-0. Camu, and Odessa almost throws an interception. That's Dante Givens with the coverage coming on through, almost picked off. Dowdell still struggling.
Yeah, but so is Jace Freeman. He's 3 of 9 for 16 yards and a pick, so I don't know what is going on in this game, but the passing offenses are nowhere to be seen, but we get a completion to Livingston down at the 1 yard line. Last year's Bolitnikoff winner. And Dowdell runs read option, and he's going to walk right into the house. So it's 10-7.
Yeah, that it seems like that kind of play calling is what's going to help Dowdell.
Oh, yeah. I mean, they're probably going to have to transition into more of that, kind of do what McAllen did. McAllen got a lot more balance this year. And I think that's going to be Odessa's future with Pat Dowdell at quarterback. But they get another stop, and Odessa's going to have a chance.
See him right here?
To tie this game or possibly take the lead. We'll see what happens. Dowdell's got 8 seconds and a timeout to work with. Let's see what he's got. Going underneath there,
you got to get out of bounds.
Yeah, they call timeout with 1 second, so they barely get the timeout in. And Clancy comes on for the kick.
Is it good enough?
Barely.
Wow. Whew. Okay, so Clancy, he comes through. It's gonna be a tie ball game as we go into the second half. And I keep harping on Pat Dowdell, but it just seems like that's the kind of offense that he needs to be running. And Sidney Layton, the fullback, the big man, just getting teamed up.
Yeah.
And just absolutely drilled. Oh my goodness.
I'm lucky, or he's lucky that he's got his knees intact still.
I would assume so, yes. So here's Jake Fritz on an option play, and he's not going to be able to break that tackle as Joe Goolsby's going to make him pay for it. So here's Dowdell firing out left deep yet again, and see what I mean? There's just something it's just something doesn't fit with him in this
it might just be the true freshmanitis. I don't know what it is. I don't know what's going on with him.
Or this offensive style, this air raid offense.
Might not be his thing. Now, Jake Fritz is going to take the pitch, breaks the tackle, and it's going to get loose. So good to see Jake Fritz back to breaking tackles.
His center of gravity is just insane, guys. I mean, look at what he's been able to do. 8 yards right there, gets the first down, and then we got Aurelio Boggs pushing, plowing through. He's going to get pushed out at about the 3, and here is Andre Irvin.
He was out at the 1 yard line.
He's going to check in.
Yeah, 1 yard line or 1 yard touchdown for Irvin. So down at the 1 yard line. Camu takes the lead though with the score. So now they're back in control. What do you mean, yay?
I like
You're not supposed to be biased.
I like my baby.
I like Odessa State.
Yeah, well, then therefore you're being biased.
Yeah.
Here's a nice completion to Sidney Sisk, but again,
2 yards.
That throw needs to be made. You need to let your receiver run a little bit. There's no reason he needed to dive for that. Yeah. They had the first down.
Jace Freeman, though, hauled down shy of the yard to gain, so Dowdell's going to have the ball back, but I mean, Sepulveda's going to register another sack, ties the school record for sacks in a game. 3rd and 13, Dowdell almost picked off by Simon Barber, who had one earlier.
I'm thinking maybe it's not the offense. Maybe it's just the fact that he is a freshman. I'm starting to go back on my thought process. Did Jake Fritz just plow through all that?
He almost did, but he did get tripped up. Now they go Maryland I, and they're going to give to Fritz. He's only going to get 3, so now they still have to punt the ball back. So this really low score. Actually, no, I lied. Field goal time. Shook, can he make this?
Oh my God, he made that.
Wow.
I was going to say it's a really conservative call, and
let's see how much leg he had left on us.
Barely.
A few yards left to go. So we got a minute and a half now for Odessa.
Get rid of the ball.
He walks right into it. Sack.
Dowdell.
I don't know what's happening.
3rd and 16, and a screen pass is called. You know, with
Excellent call.
With your hopes and dreams in this game laid out on the line, like, I don't know, but they got 14, right? And now they're going to get the first down here for 22. You needed 2, they got 22.
Yeah, that was a great catch by Lemingson, but
there you go.
Yeah, time's still winding down. We're just trying to see if he can get something going. If Patty Dowdell can
that's a better throw,
lead them to a touchdown. He got 2nd and goal. He's going to get sacked.
There's some pretty good throws by Dowdell being made right now, but I don't know if that's basically because Cam was in prevent or what. But
I don't know.
I mean, here's a contested throw right there, and Manny Stillwell going to come up with that incompletion forced, and Camu is going to reign victorious on here. Fritz only 1 yard short of 100.
Good win for Camu.
Yeah. And we're going to see you guys later on tonight, as we will have the second upload for our Big 12. You guys noticed one thing. I hope you noticed. Nebraska State and Ardmore did not play.
No, and neither did Heisman contender, frontrunner Brian Street. So we're going to have all three of those games tonight. We're going to save the best for last, obviously.
Yeah, you got to have a nightcap.
But yeah, we wanted to catch up with all of our teams right before the end of the regular season and let all you fans see some teams that, we didn't want to leave them out in the cold, So,
correct.
Hope you guys enjoyed the video.
Yes, leave a like if you like this thing. And if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that red button for a subscribe or my logo in the bottom right-hand corner. We'll see you guys later on tonight. Go Ardmore. Go Nebraska State.
Go Dogs. #GoDogs.
We'll see you guys then. As always, peace.